the young, and the restless full. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful Thursday, but my nerves are completely shot after watching the latest episode. Grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive right into the absolute madness of Genoa City because we have a ton to unpack today. I literally cannot breathe right now. I am typing this at 2 a.m. because my adrenaline is still through the roof after watching that Wednesday episode. I mean, are you kidding me? They actually did it. They actually had Matt Clark detonate an explosive device at that gas station. I was sitting on my couch screaming at the TV like a crazy person. I know some people are loving this unhinged villain era, but personally, my heart cannot take this level of stress. 4 Newmans. 4 Adam, Nick, Sharon, and Noah, all trapped in that rundown Vegas gas station while Matt just stands there gloating like a comic book supervillain. I can't believe they pushed it this far. It's one thing to hold people hostage, but to literally try and blow them up, that is next level psychotic, even for this show. And let's talk about Sienna Bacall for a second. Poor, poor Sienna. She is literally all of us watching this nightmare unfold. She was absolutely panicking, fearing the absolute worst, and who can blame her? Matt is standing there, completely unhinged, um, pressing the button to detonate the bomb and literally trying to burn the Newman family alive. He was so smug about it, bragging about wiping out 4 Newmans in one fell swoop. I mean, imagine being Sienna in that moment. You are standing there completely helpless, watching this madman literally play God with the lives of people you know. The heat of the flames, the deafening sound of the blast, the absolute terror in her eyes. It was palpable. Like the sheer audacity of this man, I've been watching since 2015, and this is easily one of the most stressful, high stakes traps they've ever written. Remember when Ian Ward or even Patty Williams pulled their crazy stunts? Yeah, didn't work then either. But this feels so much darker because Matt is playing with actual fire and explosives. He wanted them to burn, and he wanted Sienna to watch it happen. The cruelty is just off the charts. But wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's backtrack to the people actually inside that inferno. Adam, Sharon, Noah, and a completely incapacitated Nick. Because let's not forget, Nick is currently fighting for his life from that tainted batch of drugs Matt planted. So you have Nick writhing on the floor, completely useless and dying, while Adam is desperately trying to save him, and Sharon and Noah are just terrified out of their minds. I mean, can we just pause and appreciate the sheer horror of this scenario? You've got the golden boy of the Newman family reduced to a helpless addict, and Adam, of all people, having to step up and be the responsible, rational brother. It's wild. Nick took fentanyl to calm down and cocaine to hype up, and now his body is shutting down while a bomb is ticking. I was literally biting my nails down to the quick. And Adam, oh my God, Adam Newman was breaking my heart. This is the guy who used to be the villain, the guy who operated as the dangerous Spider in Vegas. But right here, he wasn't Spider. He was just a terrified little brother trying to keep his older brother from dying. He had just unchained Sharon and Noah, and they are all huddled around Nick, trying to figure out how to carry a grown man out of a building that is about to explode. And Adam isn't exactly Captain America. He's exhausted. He's been beaten down by Matt, and now he has to deadlift his dying brother while a bomb ticks down to zero. The pacing of this scene was incredible. You could feel the heat. You could feel the panic, the sweat dripping down Adam's face as he realized they might not make it out. Every time the camera cut back to Matt's smug face, I wanted to reach through the screen and punch him. It was psychological torture for the viewers. Okay, back to the point, the rescue. I was genuinely terrified the writers were going to kill someone off. I mean, they wouldn't kill four main characters, but maybe Noah or Sharon. But no, enter the mustache. Victor Newman to the rescue. I swear, every single time the Newmans are backed into a corner, Victor pulls a rabbit out of his hat. He sent a whole tactical team of his guys to swoop in and save Adam, Nick, Noah, and Sharon right before the gas station went up in flames. It was like an action movie. I know Victor is a manipulative control freak 90% of the time, but in moments like this, you absolutely want Victor on your side. He is the GOAT. Nobody messes with Victor's family and gets away with it. And how did Victor know to send his team, Chelsea freaking Lawson? Can we get a massive round of applause for Chelsea? I am so sorry for ever doubting her. I know she's been a mess lately, and I was so mad at her for cheating on Billy with Adam back in 2024, but she completely redeemed herself here. She flew to Vegas, figured out things were going sideways with Matt and Riza, and she actually called Victor. She didn't try to play hero herself. She didn't do something stupid like running into the gas station unarmed. She called the one man with the resources to stop Matt Clark. And let's be real, Chelsea calling Victor Newman is a huge deal. These two have a history of hating each other. Victor has threatened to take Connor away. He's treated Chelsea like trash, and she has despised him for years. But in that moment, she swallowed her pride. She put her ego aside because she knew Victor was the only one who could deploy a private army to Vegas in record time. Chelsea is the real MVP of this episode. I mean, if she hadn't made that call, we would be planning 4 funerals in Genoa City right now. So they survive. Thank God. They get pulled out just as the device detonates and the whole place goes up in a massive fireball. But the aftermath is where the real drama is. Adam and Nick, this scene just broke me. Adam, who has spent his entire life feeling like the outcast, the black sheep, the one who always messes up, is now the one holding Nick accountable. Adam literally pushes Nick, getting right in his face, telling him he has to admit his drug addiction. You need professional help, Nick. I was crying. I really was, because Adam knows what it's like to hit rock bottom. He knows the dark places your mind goes. And seeing him fight so hard for Nick's soul, not just his life, is everything I ever wanted from these brothers. I know some fans are hating this Nick addiction storyline, but I am actually kind of here for it. Wait, no. I hate seeing Nick suffer, but from a purely acting standpoint, Joshua Morrow is killing it. Nick has always been the self-righteous one. He's always judging Adam, always judging Victor, and now he is a raging addict who almost got his son and his ex-wife blown to pieces because he was high on fentanyl and cocaine. He has to own that. He has to go to rehab. If the writers just brush this under the rug in 2 weeks, I am going to riot. He needs a long, grueling recovery arc. He needs to face the demons that drove him to steal drugs from a storage unit in the first place. I want to see the withdrawal. I want to see the therapy sessions. I want to see him apologize to Sharon and Noah for putting them in this position. Nick has coasted on his good guy reputation for way too long, and this needs to be his ultimate humbling moment. And then we get the Adam and Chelsea reunion. Oh my God. The tension. Adam was so confused at first. He's standing there covered in soot and dirt, exhausted, trying to process that he almost died. And he finds out Chelsea is the one who called Victor. The look of pure, unadulterated gratitude on his face. Well, Adam realizes that Chelsea literally saved his life, his brother's life, and his nephew's life. Like, how do you even say thank you for that? I feel like this changes everything for Chatham. They have been through so much toxicity, but this was a moment of pure loyalty. But wait, what about Riza? I am so conflicted because Adam literally just kissed Riza as part of his con to get to Matt. Chelsea was furious about that like 5 minutes ago. Is she just going to forget about it because she saved his life? I mean, probably, because trauma bonding is real in Genoa City. But I kind of want Chelsea to make him sweat a little bit. Adam needs to grovel. He needs to realize that Chelsea is his ride or die. She went against her own instincts, called his terrifying father, and orchestrated a rescue mission. Riza could never. Riza was just playing games, but Chelsea put everything on the line to make sure the father of her child came home alive. And what about Matt Clark? The episode ends with the gas station in ruins. But is Matt dead? Please tell me. He is not dead yet. I want him to suffer. I want Victor to get his hands on him. If Matt just dies in the explosion he caused, that is way too easy of an out for him. He tortured Sharon and Noah. He poisoned Nick. He needs to face the wrath of the entire Newman family. I swear, if he crawls out of the rubble with just a scratch and escapes to torture them another day, I will throw my remote at the TV. We need closure on this Vegas nightmare, and it needs to end with Matt locked in a cage or facing Victor's personal brand of justice. We also need to talk about the psychological toll this is going to take on Sharon and Noah. Sharon has been through so much. She beat cancer. She dealt with Cameron Kirsten. She's dealt with so many psychos. And now this, being chained up in a gas station while a bomb ticks down. And Noah. Noah is so fragile sometimes, watching his dad overdose and then almost burning to death. I really hope the writers give them some therapy scenes, but knowing Y&R, they'll probably just be sipping coffee at Crimson Lights next week like nothing happened. I mean, I hope not, but you know how it goes. They really need to unpack the trauma of this night. I mean, look at what other daytime shows are doing right now. They are dragging out these boring corporate storylines for months, but Y&R, they are giving us literal explosions, drug overdoses, and high-stakes family drama all in 1 week. It feels like classic soap opera television. I was literally on the edge of my seat. You know a show is doing something right when you are physically yelling at your television screen at 2 in the morning. I just hope they keep this momentum going because I am absolutely hooked on this Vegas fallout. In conclusion, I am an emotional wreck. This week of The Young and the Restless has taken years off my life. The pacing was insane. The stakes were actually high for once, and the payoff of Victor's team swooping in was cinematic perfection. I am so ready to see Nick in rehab, Adam and Chelsea navigating this new dynamic, and hopefully Matt Clark locked in a dark hole somewhere. Am I the only one who feels this way? Let me know in the comments because I need to vent about this for the next 3 days. Okay? I'm going to go try to sleep now, but my brain is just replaying that explosion over and over. What a wild ride.